In 1931, Japan staged the Mukden incident as a pretext to invade Manchuria, marking the beginning of its aggressive expansion in Asia. The League of Nations condemned Japan's actions, but their response proved ineffective, allowing Japan to establish the puppet state of Manchukuo. The invasion brought hardship to Chinese civilians, with widespread displacement and suffering as conflict escalated into full-scale war by 1937. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, drawing the United States into the war. Japanese forces quickly occupied the Philippines and much of Southeast Asia, overwhelming local defenses. Animated maps showed Japan's rapid territorial gains, while Western leaders responded with declarations of war. The war in Asia brought unimaginable suffering. In 1942, thousands of Allied prisoners of war endured the brutal Bataan Death March, facing starvation, disease, and violence. Countless women were forced into sexual slavery as so-called comfort women, their suffering remembered in memorials across Asia. Civilians across the region faced famine, forced labor, and mass displacement, with millions losing their lives to the horrors of war. In early 1942, the fall of Singapore marked a devastating blow to the British Empire, as Japanese forces captured the city after a swift assault. In Burma, fierce battles raged as Allied forces, including Indian and Chinese soldiers and the Chindits, fought to halt Japan's advance, highlighting the campaign's strategic importance in the Asian theater. In 1945, Allied forces launched fierce assaults on Iwo Jima and Okinawa, facing determined Japanese resistance. The firebombing of Tokyo devastated the city, causing immense civilian casualties. Allied leaders issued the Potsdam Declaration demanding Japan's unconditional surrender. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki brought unprecedented destruction. Facing overwhelming force, Japan surrendered, ending the war in Asia. After the war, Asia was transformed as nations like India and Indonesia achieved independence, inspiring hope across the continent. In China, civil war erupted, shaping the nation's future and the balance of power in Asia. The founding of the United Nations offered hope for peace and a new era of international cooperation.